These are the cochins. These are the ones that just started laying here just not too long ago. And as you can see, they are sitting. Now she's growling a little more than normal. Usually she doesn't growl. To me, I have found that these cochins are actually a little more, they're not, they're not as grumpy as most chickens when they're sitting. Let's get her back on our nest. They don't peck you. They're a little more, here, get your eggs back. I'll give you, let's see what you got. What's going on with you? Okay, you get back on your eggs. Come back over here too and get back on your eggs. There you go. There. They don't peck you and stuff when you mess with them. To me, they're more of a gentle breed of chicken than most of your chickens. So they're good mamas too. So, I got her up off her nest. I wanted to make sure her eggs were okay and nothing was going on with them. She'll get all those eggs back underneath her. Chickens actually talk to their eggs while they're hatching them. They cluck to them constantly so that they don't. She's growling quite a bit. But they talk to their babies inside the egg. So when they hatch, the chick knows who their mama is. Like, you can have like 2 or 3 of these mamas sitting on a nest like this, and they'll talk to their eggs, and they will know who their mama is. Each mama has a different voice. So, she'll pick that one egg up that's out here. She'll pick that up. One of them will pick it up. But you can hear how they're talking. I kind of messed them up. Got them uncomfortable. But they'll get those eggs back underneath them and everything. This here actually was just to have the chickens. So when they were little tiny things, they could be out here without any predators or anything. But since these hens are sitting, I'm not going to put them in that other pen. For one thing, I don't have it finished up yet either. There's the baby ducks. Let me go back in here so you can see the baby ducks, how big they're getting. Gotta get them some food. You can see how big they're getting through all this wire. They're getting pretty big. Two roosters, 3 hens. But that's okay. Once those little chicks start hatching, shouldn't be inbred too much. One of the roosters is their dad. And they could be half and half. I get some food for these baby ducks. They're out of food. They still have plenty of water. It's kind of dirty, but I'll have to clean that up. But you see how they're getting big. But yeah, I'm just doing a short video on the chickens. These are cochins, black cochins. They have blue cochins, white ones, a couple of other buff ones. I like the black ones myself. And like I said, I think these cochins are probably your most gentle chicken. They're a meat and egg chicken. So, I mean, they're good for that. So, I've never had the roosters try to go after me like some other roosters. Even the barred rocks were not as gentle as these, but they were fairly gentle as far as I was concerned. I know some people don't like the barred rocks. Your leghorns are mean. My brother and I lived on this farm, and I think I've mentioned this story once before. We lived on this hay farm, alfalfa field farm. And the lady that we lived with, she had a garden and she had chickens, and they were not one specific breed. They were just, several different. But she had this one white leghorn, and he was meaner than the devil, and she had a Rhode Island Red. And the Rhode Island Red would challenge the leghorn every time I would go in to get eggs. The leghorn would start to come after me, and he had some pretty long spurs on him. And the Rhode Island Red would challenge that leghorn and keep him away from me while I collect eggs. And then when I got through collecting eggs, he'd run in a corner. Of course, he was probably, he had some blood on him here and there. But one day the chickens were out running around, because we let them run around and go into the garden and scratch in the garden, especially after we had, harvested some of the crops and stuff. And she had let them out, and her granddaughter came to visit her. Now, her granddaughter was just starting to walk, so she was just a little tight. And that leghorn came up, and he spurred her from the top of her forehead down to her chin. And the lady we were living with grabbed that rooster by the neck, wrung his neck, and we had him for dinner. And I think, if I'm not for sure, but I think that Rhode Island Red was probably doing the jig, because he was happier than ever to see that rooster gone. Anyway, please subscribe. Push the bell so you get notified every time we put up a new video. Put the like button, make a comment. Tell me a story of what you did when you were a kid. And have a great day.